Hi Andreas.
Hi.
Thank you so much for joining us today for this interview. Do you want to just tell us a bit about yourself, who you are, what kind of role you're in?
Yes, my name is Andreas. I'm an ambulance driver, not paramedic. I'm an ambulance driver, and it's very, very hard work what I'm doing. Get on time. I'm the quickest driver what they've got in their hospital.
You've just mentioned that ambulance driving is not an easy job at all to do. So what drew you to that line of work, knowing the intensity and the emotional toll that could have?
Well, when I applied for the job, when I saw it advertised in the job centre, I thought I could do this. And I applied for the job. And because I've got a qualified football coach, I've got a paramedic, but it's a long, long time ago. I'm talking about 30 odd years ago I got that. So they set me a test. So I had to get 35 out of 40. I got 33 and they gave me a squeeze for the job.
Oh, that's good. So you had the sort of prior knowledge of the basic sort of CPR and health.
Well, I've saved 3 people's lives in my career. And I remember the time on the North Circular.
Yeah.
He had a heart attack when he was driving. He was doing 80 miles an hour and he just collided with 3 or 4 cars. Put my hand behind his back and I was just right near his chest and his heart, right that bit there. I was hitting it so hard and saved the guy's life.
So do you think you already had what it took to become an ambulance driver because you've had these experiences before?
Yeah, when I got to that, I saved someone's person's life, it really gave me confidence in myself to do things like an ambulance driver.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's what we need. We need people like that who are the ones that are driving out to help people. So as you know, I work for UKAT and we're an addiction rehab facility centre that we have a few clinics around the UK. So I want to specifically talk about what you see in your line of work in regards to substance abuse. So have you had experience where you've encountered patients under the influence of drugs and alcohol when you've gone to pick them up?
Yeah, the worst one, someone hanged himself. Okay, and that was the worst thing I ever seen in my life. And the smell was, I never smelled something like that. Yeah, the guy who was getting divorced and he started drinking. So he decided to hang himself. But looking at it, the person, very, very good looking bloke. I felt really, really sorry for him. But life, it goes on, innit?
Yeah.
That is the worst thing I ever seen in my life. I still think about that.
Yeah.
I don't sleep well. I don't sleep well when I keep having things in my mind, and that brings up in my mind.
Yeah. Yeah, it is because obviously alcohol being a depressant just exacerbates any mental health issues that people do have or any depressive states that they have. So I'm sorry that you had to see that, obviously. But it's just a case of a very extreme example of what things like alcohol and drugs can do to someone.
Yeah.
But are there... When you've gone out and you've picked people up, I'm sure that you've done the rounds, so to speak, at night or when it comes up to Christmas or when people are out and about with the intention to get drunk or to get high. Have you encountered any sort of experiences?
Well, yeah, especially the pub, the famous pub where we always go. And they called us, this is about 3 months ago. And when I looked at him, he pissed his trousers, and I thought he was pissed, but he wasn't. He was heroin. You could see his arm, and the officer goes to me, I ain't picking him up. He goes to me, you got to pick him up. I said, you got to pick him up. So we both saying this for 5 minutes, and I had to pick him up. His smell, I see his arms just full of needles.
Yeah.
He must have had 10 one arm and 10 the other arm. It was just, I never seen things like that.
Yeah.
But when you do this kind of job, you expect things to do.
Yeah, you're more exposed to that situation. Are there any substances or combinations that you see, particularly in these situations? Because you mentioned heroin, but you thought it was alcohol. So have you had experience with people mixing alcohol and drugs? And
when you go to a pub and it's a night out with the boys, out of 10 people, 2 or 3 do drugs. 2 or 3 do drugs. Especially the guy who owns the pub. He goes to me, I wiped my finger on the balcony or the toilet, and he said I could do one line from the thing. So pubs in this country is getting worse and worse because they start doing drink. When they get a bit high, they start doing the heavy stuff.
Yeah.
So us ambulance drivers, we suffer.
Yeah.
We see things like this and we suffer.
Yeah.
And we have nightmares. All the drivers I've spoke. I mean, there's a driver 35 years and he's having nightmares.
Yeah, because the mental toll that job would take, yeah.
I see it's very, very difficult. It's like a police.
Yeah.
It's just in that category, we're both the same, the police and the ambulance.
Yeah, because you're arriving at the scene where the person has reached a point where they need an ambulance or they need the police interference. So you're not seeing the happy, everyone's just high, having a good time on a night out. You're seeing the people that actually need the help or actually need some, interference with their night. So I can understand that that's an intense situation. And you when you first step on a scene and you can tell that this hasn't been a call because someone's just hurt themselves, but you know that someone is under the influence of something. Yeah. How does that differ in your approach to helping them?
It's very difficult. Like a biker who had a couple of drinks at a pub, and me and my colleague, we smelled booze, and he goes, "It's not my fault." And drink influence your driving. You're not 100%.
Oh, so he was driving under the influence.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And when he broke his shoulder.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
And this police, I never forget, a police officer was going to move him. I told him not to. And let my main man to have a look at him first. Yeah. And we took it from there.
Yeah. So you approach it with a tad more caution then?
Our job is caution.
Yeah.
It is. Police, the people that look after this country, the ambulance and the police, it's very difficult.
Yeah.
I never thought it's going to be difficult, but it is very, very difficult.
Yeah. No, it would be, because when people are under the substance of things, they're not thinking straight and they have impaired judgment. So have you ever encountered some resistance to trying, you're there to help them and they're under the influence?
I'll cut this story short. I had to put someone down on the floor.
Okay.
For attacking my colleague.
Oh, I see.
So I put him on the floor. I had him until the police came, because he was going to attack my colleague.
Yeah.
And because he was trying to see his chest, he gave him a good slap.
Right, okay.
So I came in, just put him on the floor, and I had to hold him. I was struggling. All 7 minutes the police took.
Oh, because he wasn't aware that you were trying to help him, perhaps?
He didn't know. He was so high on drink, drugs as well. You've got to be. Because your eyes, when I see someone's eyes, you got 4 drug, like red is cannabis.
Right.
Your eyes open wide is cocaine.
Right.
Okay. Heroin is like your eyes closing. So I'm gradually picking up people. We go to pubs.
And you're picking up on the signs.
Yeah.
Is there a substance that you think is the worst to deal with in your position?
Heroin. Full stop.
And why is that?
One dose is the quickest dose you could have. Get quick high, and you're sleeping anywhere in the streets.
Right. We
picked someone up. Then, what is it? Hartford pub, and he took a dose. He hit his head on the door, and it was all bloody, and he did stitches. That's from heroin. Oh. Cocaine, cannabis and things like that, you won't get into that situation.
Yeah.
Heroin, you take one dose, 10 minutes later you're like this, all over the place. So
obviously in your profession, you've seen quite a few different things. Is there a time of year where you see things more than other times of year?
Christmas.
Christmas. Why is that? Why Christmas?
Well, people have parties and people being silly.
Yeah.
Yeah, get out drunk and not thinking, getting a cab home, the drive home. We had the same situation last year. We had 3 accidents and drink. Doesn't matter you have 1 or 2 drinks or 3 drinks, still in your system.
Yeah.
It's like drugs. Drink is the same.
Yeah.
The drink affects you as quick as heroin as well. Because if you have 2 or 3 whiskies straight, it's the same effect as heroin.
And have you ever been in a situation where a family member's called you because their loved one is on some sort of substance and they're looking for help? Yes.
It was our people's home.
Okay.
And the woman was a cannabis. I couldn't believe it. Cannabis. And she needs it to get to sleep.
Right, okay. So she became dependent on it.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
And who rang you? Was it?
The son.
The son?
Yeah. And the son goes to me, what is she taking? I could smell it from outside, cannabis.
Right, yeah. And when you spoke to the lady herself, did she explain that it was because of her sleep insomnia?
Yeah, she finds it difficult. She doesn't want to take sleepy tablets.
Okay, yeah, because people are at risk of getting addicted to the prescription drugs too. So, you know, you've said yourself that you've been dealing and struggling with these sorts of things, but how has witnessing these situations with substance misuse changed your perspective on addiction?
I have changed because I don't do road rages no more. Because since I've been working as an ambulance, I've been letting people go through this and that. So my gentle roughness is coming right down.
Okay.
Right,
so you think you're more empathetic to people?
Yes,
because
correct.
Of what you've seen?
That's the word.
And you've mentioned how mental health wise you're struggling to sleep because of the role that this job has in that. Have you been offered any support by the NHS or any counselling support?
Once a week we see this person. There's 3 or 4 of us as well. Not just the drivers, the paramedic as well, because they have the hardest job. My job is just driving them around quick as I can.
Yeah.
And it's really hard. I've seen 1-to-1 with this lady, and she does help, but it's always got to be on your mind. It's always going to be there. It's not going to change.
Yeah.
It's like someone passing away as a family person. That is still in your mind. I had it 2 days ago. I had it.
Yeah.
So it's difficult, but we're getting there.
And what about your relationship with substances themselves? Like, have you changed your patterns in your social life because of what you've seen?
Yes. So I don't drink that much. But when I start drinking, I'm a drinker.
Yeah.
I used to be a drinker, but not now. But that's not I'm working. Because I won't take a chance on other people's lives.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the next day, if I'm not working, yes, I'll have a drink. Why not? So, but I never thought it's going to be the hardest job in my life.
Yeah.
I had a business, but it's not hard as this. No way. One of my first day I started there, went to the kebab shop. The guy missed a slice of doner and he cut his wrist from here to there. And when I saw it, I went, oh no, that was my first job. Oh no. And they called me in the office, you're not supposed to do that.
Right, yeah, you can't react to this.
No, I can't.
Yeah, and I mean, it is shocking because most people don't see how substances affect people in a negative light. If people are using constantly, like if you think about university students or, as you said, the lads going down to the pub or you just want to have a good time at Christmas, people don't see the negative effects that much when they're also high but as a sober person or as someone who doesn't take these drugs, you can very much tell when someone is under the influence.
I can. Yeah. So my colleague can't. And, he leaves me alone. What do you think he's on? And I look at the person, I look at the eyes, and I told him he's on cocaine, this geezer.
Right.
And when he drove and the police stopped him, and he pretended he had a heart attack.
Ah.
But he was on drugs.
Right, okay.
100%.
Because he was driving under the influence again.
Yeah.
Is that one of the main things you see as an ambulance driver with people under the influence of alcohol and drugs when they're driving under the influence?
I used to be the same like the other people, but now I won't take a chance on drink or drugs. I will never do that because I see what happens to people. It's not you as a driver, it could be someone else. And, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Yeah. And is there something that you've noticed in your line of work? Because you've said that they help you with the counselling and everything. Is there anything that they do when you pick up someone and you know that they're addicted to something, that they are addicted, not just having a night out, they are fully addicted to alcohol, to cocaine, to heroin, for example. Is there something that you guys do within the ambulance or when you push them over to the hospital that you do so that they can get the help that they need?
Yeah, so we got 2 or 3 people in the hospital help with drugs. And there's this person stopped doing drugs.
Okay,
he's been helped. The hospital person helps people. He's fantastic.
Yeah.
He knows how to cope with the drugs and drinks and people. But you got one person now. I know he's off the drugs. He was a cocaine, heroin. He took the whole lot, and he stopped completely. Changed his life.
No, that's great. So, are you the ones that referred them to?
Yes, we would take them there. We take them there, and we say to the college receptionist, "This one's heroin. This one's cocaine." They know what to do inside the emergency.
So because you've got the hospital, you've got the doctors, the nurses, and then you've got you guys in the ambulance, where many people don't think that there is a big of a role as people working within the hospital. Some people think it is just a transport. Some people might not understand the extent to what the ambulance people do. Do you just want to explain why you think that's not the case?
Well, the case is people out there in this world, even our country, people don't think. And when people don't think, there's a problem.
Okay.
There is a big problem. And so we have to come out and help people, but they're not helping themselves.
Yeah.
They're not helping themselves. And that's a shame. Because people put drugs and drink before their life.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had one... He's a wino in the town centre. He gets £1, £2. Straight away he goes and gets heroin. And all he wants is a habit. And when it's a habit, it's so difficult to get out of it. But this person in the hospital is fantastic.
Yeah.
I'll give him so much credit. He's helped me a little bit.
Yeah.
But you're not going to forget someone hanging themselves. I never thought I'm going to see that in my life.
Yeah.
But I'm having nightmares.
Yeah. So it's just you've seen every aspect of the beginning of any sort of addiction. You've seen it from the very beginning when they're just having a night out, and you've seen it up until the extent of death.
People don't think.
No.
People don't think.
Do you think that they are trying to forget stuff? Like the unfortunately, the person that passed away.
Well, Christmas I never thought I was going to be busy. It was like London where I was working.
Yeah.
Calling another pub. So one journey I'd done 6 or 7 was pubs.
And you were just helping people that had hurt themselves under the influence. Yeah. Do you dread those times of years then, as in your line of work?
We all do, don't we?
Yeah.
We all do, don't we?
If anyone's watching this interview, is there anything you'd say to someone who potentially wants to be an ambulance driver but maybe particularly sensitive to addiction and substance abuse?
It's very difficult, that question.
Oh, no, it's okay, don't worry.
It's a very difficult question. I never thought I would be an ambulance driver.
Yeah.
I applied for it, and here I am.
Yeah.
I never thought. But what people say about ambulance drivers, it's a very, very hard job.
No, it is.
I enjoy saving people's lives.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
No, that's good, because there needs to be people out there that does say.
Yeah, I do. I enjoy it.
There's a lot of people out there that when they take drugs and alcohol, a lot of them don't just do it because of the party scene. A lot of them do it because they're dependent, as we mentioned, or they're depressed, or their habit. Has there been a scenario for you where you noticed, I know we've mentioned the one guy that you've referred to the hospital and he got help. Is there one case or multiple that when you've reached the scene that they're asking for help straight away?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah?
They do.
So they admit that
they don't think after, when they damage the body or whatever, they think twice. But when they come back to hospital, they come back out of the hospital, drugs and drink is a hobby for people. It's very, very difficult. It's more difficult than cigarettes, stopping cigarettes. Because when you're a junkie, it's so difficult for them.
So you think more people ask for help when their body's already given up?
Yeah. That's the time. But it's too late. It is too late. It is too late.
Yeah.
You know, it's not fair. It's like you do that damage to yourself and after you're going to suffer.
Yeah. Actually, if you could give one piece of advice to someone who is drinking or using heavily, based on like what you've seen in emergencies, what would that be?
When you have a drink, I'm going to tell this. And when you have a drink, leave your car there and take a taxi home. Don't risk other people's lives. Okay? And when you do drugs, cocaine, heroin, pills is very popular around our area. And I did not notice one was on pills. She took 3 pills all night. So how do you do that? My colleague said, what shall we do? I said, like something stuck in the throat, just pump it out all like this. Pump it all out. And she died 2 days later.
Oh, that's terrible.
And I felt sorry for the mum and dad.
Yeah. So yeah, that's terrible. It does. I don't think people truly realise that when they take these substances and they get to the extreme level of doing this.
When they take one pill, they don't feel the effect. They take the second one. I could tell what the girl did.
Yeah.
Because I've been so many times clubs. I used to be a doorman, and I see how it works. And they don't think, because they're thinking, I'm enjoying myself, this and that. You're not thinking about your body, mate. You're not thinking about nothing. You're thinking about drugs. Whatever you're taking, it's not a good sign. I will bring the law down if I was the Prime Minister in this country with drinks and drugs, especially drink. I will ban the driver for life, not driving at all. To show people we're not messing around in this country. We should stop people they don't think, especially the biker. I could smell booze from when I was bending over just to look at him.
And he denied that he was drinking.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's when he denied it. I thought, no, it's just a waste of time. You are.
Yeah.
You're not thinking about other people. You're thinking about yourself, and that's wrong.
Yeah. But then they don't think about themselves enough to think that the risks could lead them to death, or they could lead to a serious addiction problem.
You're not just killing yourself. You might kill someone else. Do you know what I mean? You might kill someone else, and it's not fair for other people's family.
Yeah.
You know, you're hurting other people's family. If you hit someone, you know, it's just terrible, you know. But sometimes I do enjoy it, sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
Because when I don't, I see people in the wrong way and it's not right.
Yeah.
It's not right. Yeah. I used to be in that situation.
Oh, yeah?
20 years ago, but I stopped.
And were you using drugs?
Yeah. As a doorman, you get everything, don't you?
Oh,
As a doorman.
So in terms of, you've seen it on both ends then? So you've been someone who has taken substances and now you see it from a different perspective. Yeah. So considering you used to be someone who partook in that sort of thing, how have you noticed a difference in drug trends? Is there a difference in what drugs are being used from when you took drugs to now?
Well, so much now. Everything's coming so much. You could get anything now. One phone call, the whiner who's in the town who begs for money, just one phone call and he got it. And when I went past an hour later, sleeping. So what's the point?
Yeah.
You know, what's the point?
Are there any new drugs that you've seen?
Sorry?
Are there any new drugs you've seen nowadays?
Well, they've got new ones, ecstasy pill. It's really affecting people. Because where we are, they've got 2 clubs.
Yeah.
And the over 18, we have problems with the over 18. Someone got abused last week.
Abused how? Sorry.
Well, when the paramedic was trying to help him, he starts swearing to the paramedic driver and
see. So the driver himself got abused.
Yeah, got abused.
I see, because he was trying to help someone under the influence.
It's not. You get it down Piccadilly. We see it.
Yeah.
You get Piccadilly. Feel sorry for the ambulance people down there. They stay in one place just in case someone. And in down West End, Oxford Street, you get it regularly down there.
So do you think the drug scene in a nightclub or party scene has changed for the worse?
Completely bad.
Yeah.
It's getting worse.
Do you think that's because alcohol's becoming unpopular now? You've got the young people, the trends that we see, especially at UKAT, when alcohol's still a very big factor of what people call in for. But we've noticed a rise in drug use and just, especially within the younger generation. Do you feel it's because drugs have become more trendy, so to speak?
Well, yeah, I personally think that's a good question. I personally, one phone call, you could get anything you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
In these
so you
days.
think drugs are becoming more easily accessible as well to people?
100%.
And what do you think we could do to stop that?
Ask the Prime Minister. Yeah, he's doing a good job, is he?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say.
You think it needs to be more, the government needs to get involved more?
He has to.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say, if a driver, don't get me wrong, I used to drink and drive. I'm sorry to say, but I look at it now, I will never do that again.
So you've understood the repercussions?
Oh yeah, 100%.
And what about because we've mentioned that it affects people that take the substances, it affects, if they drink drive, it can affect other people around them, or it can affect friends and so forth. What about the families of the people?
Well, people don't think that way, but when the person died, the girl died, I looked at the family. I just went from top to bottom.
Yeah.
And I completely felt so sorry for the family.
So do you think one of the main reasons that people keep getting carried away with substances and becoming addicted is because they're not thinking quick hits?
It's a quick hit. That's what I call it. It's a quick hit. You can spend £50 to £100 in a pub, but one quick fit.
Yeah. And
it's cheaper. Yes.
Okay.
It's cheaper.
I see. Yeah, so unfortunately it's just a shame. But what do you think personally, and within the line of work that you do, that rehab centres like UKAT are doing for the country?
I think the hospitals are a very, very hard job. Very, very hard job. And
so you think hospitals are too overwhelmed with what they've got already?
It's too many. Hire some more people.
So obviously in your line of work, you work very closely with the NHS. How do you think, or how do you feel, rehab facilities like UKAT can help people and benefit people?
Well, benefit a lot. I mean, it's helped quite a few. I've met a couple of people from starting my job to stop doing drugs
because
for
of rehab.
Yep. And I mean, our hospital's difficult, but they still do the rehab, trying to help people, and it's a great job.
What
rehab? Yeah.
And do you feel like hospitals are overwhelmed at all with the amount of people that they see?
Yes, it is. It's getting so many. I mean, there was over 100 people. There was a meeting last week. There was over 100 people rehab. Oh. There's a lot. I couldn't believe it. I don't know how many, but in our hospital, they try their best to rehab people, to help to come off this and that. If you got it inside you people, do it. Rehab is the best thing for you.
Yeah. Do you think that the waiting list is just a bit too long though for people?
It's too much. It's too long.
So there's too many people
too many. I mean, the nurses and all that are telling me, so many coming in. They need help.
Yeah.
They need help. People are not thinking about their pockets or anything. It's thinking about the drugs getting high quick. It's not helping themselves. They should start coming to rehab and try to help themselves to come off the drugs.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Andreas. You've given us a lot to think about, and obviously it's great to get different aspects of people who see drugs and alcohol as an issue and every day.
It's a big one.
Yeah.
It's a big one. Never thought it's bigger. Some places up north, it's worse than London.
Yeah.
Look at Scotland.
So
heroin.
Yeah, heroin's
The
very
Scottish
big.
one at Edinburgh Hospital, they get 200 a day coming in. I couldn't believe it. 200 a day. Because heroin is the biggest thing in Europe, in Scotland. When it's a habit, as a hobby, it's very difficult.
Yeah. You've given us a lot to think about overall. Is there anything you'd like to say to the viewers? So anything at all to people that maybe are addicted?
Go to rehab. Go to rehab, and it will help you. Trust me, it will help you.
Seek help where you can.
Yeah, you seek help and ask for help.
Yeah.
Come off them drugs. It's money wasted.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Andreas. That's
No
really
problem.
lovely. And
anytime you like.
thank you. So so that was great to speak to you today.